Anyone else ever have this reoccurring thought where they think about all the people that they used to follow on social media and how one day they just stopped posting? And you start thinking, did they just abandon their profile or did they die? Is it just me that thinks about that? It's just me? Oh, okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Chemico, and my name is Kemi, and once again I am sporting the African necklace for Black History Month. And for today's video I am going to talk about teaching with PREPLY, the pros and cons, how to get started, and my personal experience. So a little background information on PREPLY. So PREPLY is a tutoring platform that matches tutors with students and students to tutors, and the lessons are one-on-one, so there are no group tutoring sessions. Many people can learn different languages on PREPLY as well as teach different languages on PREPLY. I teach English, which is the one that I will be talking about. However, I have seen people teaching French, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, and Korean on PREPLY also. So the very first step in being able to teach on PREPLY is you have to be 18 and older. So if you're not 18 and older, I'm sorry, this video is not for you. So to be able to teach on PREPLY, you don't need any teaching degrees, you don't need a bachelor's degree, sometimes you don't even really need experience. You just have to be a native speaker in whatever language that you are going to be teaching. In my case, I am a native English speaker. Setting up your PREPLY profile is probably the easiest thing ever. So all you have to do is input your name, your country of origin, and the languages that you speak. You can add more than one language that you do speak. However, you can only teach one of those languages. Then you just set up your hourly wage, upload a picture of yourself, make sure it's a really nice and friendly photo. You also have to upload a description of your teaching experience and teaching style. Next, you're going to upload an introductory video so future students can hear what you sound like, and also just verbalize everything that you wrote down in your description. So, teaching experience and teaching style. In your profile, you can also select your preferred age group that you want to teach, and you can also select the preferred proficiency level that you want to teach, so it's from beginner to proficient or advanced. So some of the pros for teaching on PREPLY is that you can set your own hours. There is no minimum amount of hours that you have to teach, and there is no maximum amount of hours that you can teach. You can teach for 1 hour a week or you can teach for 40 hours a week. It's all up to you. Another pro is that you can set your own prices. The money that you received is untaxed because you get paid through PayPal. Another pro that's really good is that PREPLY provides you with lesson plans. So if you're a little bit nervous about teaching or coming up with your own lesson plans, don't worry, PREPLY gives you everything, all the materials that you do need. So some of the cons that I came up with for PREPLY kind of outweighed the pros just a little bit, but some of these are just some of my vices or things I just find annoying. So one thing PREPLY likes to do is periodically update their website without giving any of the tutors any updates. So when you log into the PREPLY portal to teach, it looks completely different than it did the other day. Another con is that the support team for PREPLY can be a little bit slow. So I had a little bit of a technical issue with my profile one time, and I sent them an email and the support team did not get back to me for 5 days. 5 days. Now I'm getting more into the technical issues of the cons. One really big con that I do not like from PREPLY is that the first lesson that you have with your student, you don't get paid for that lesson. You only get paid for the lessons afterwards. So if the person books a lesson for you for $20, you don't see that $20. You only see those $20 if the student books another lesson with you. And you probably won't even really see those $20 because another con of Preply is that they take commission, and they take, in my opinion, quite a bit of commission. So the commission has percentage levels that gradually drops with the more hours that you teach. So when you first start teaching on Preply, Preply's commission rate is 30%, and then after you teach 50 hours, it drops down to 28%, and then after you finish teaching 100 hours, it drops down to 25%, and then after you finish teaching 200 hours, it drops down to 22%, and after you finish teaching 400 hours, it drops down to 18%. And 18% is the lowest amount of commission that Preply takes from you. I still consider that to be quite much. Preply says they take commission because the money they use is to upkeep the site and make sure that it runs well, I guess. One last con that I have with Preply is that the students are able to cancel at any time. However, if you, the tutor, want to cancel a lesson, you get penalized, and your ranking in whatever ranking that you had, it drops. So you are less visible to new students. Although you get penalized as a tutor if you cancel, you are always encouraged to reschedule as an alternative. So now I'm going to talk about my own experience, my personal experience with teaching on Preply. So my qualifications for teaching on Preply, so I volunteered with my university's English language program, which you get paired with an international student to help them improve their speaking in English, and so they can become more comfortable speaking English, and I did that for about a year. I am also TEFL certified, and so a TEFL certification is just a certification saying that you are able to teach English as a foreign language. I got my TEFL certification from International TEFL Academy. Their TEFL certifications are a bit pricey. I paid $1,000 for mine, and it's because I got a deal on that one. I didn't do so much of my own research, but I'm pretty sure if you search around, you can find a way cheaper one. However, a TEFL certification is not needed to teach on Preply, nor is needing a bachelor's degree in education or a bachelor's degree in general. However, if you have one or the other or both, it makes you look more attractive to future students. So I've had my Preply profile for about a year now. However, I didn't really start gaining students until June of last year. So I had made my profile last year, February, but I did not book any lessons in February, March, April, or May. So it took me some time to garner some students, and it might take even longer to garner regular students. The more you are able to garner regular students, the more money you will be able to make. So don't feel too bad if it's taking you a while to book your first lesson. For me, it took 4 months. So for my pricing, I started at $10 an hour, and then with more hours that I taught and more students that I had, I gradually increased it to about $15 an hour, which is what my rate is right now. I highly recommend starting your price really low and then gradually increasing it, because it helps you build your clientele. I will say for the first couple of months, I was not making a lot of money. So for the first couple of months, I was averaging about 18 to 21 hours a month, like for the whole month. So I'd make like $100 and something, $200 if I was really lucky. But now I'm averaging about 20 to 25 hours a week. So that's really good. My students range from ages 7 to 70. So you never know what you're gonna get. Although I am really comfortable with teaching all age age ranges, you have the choice of choosing what age range you really want to teach. So for my younger students, I tend to stick with the PREPLY lesson plans that PREPLY provides, or I make my own little lesson plans on the side. But with my adult students, they mainly book lessons to practice their English. So the English that I mainly teach is conversational English. So just improving people's grammar, helping them improve their vocabulary, fixing sentence structure, things that have to do with speaking English. One thing that I think is really cool with teaching on PREPLY is that you get students from literally all over the world. So some of my students are from Israel, Italy, Turkey, Brazil, Germany, Poland, Russia, Ukraine, Cuba. I feel like I'm missing some, but like they're from all over the world. China, Korea, Japan, Vietnam. I get students from all over the world. And I think that's just really cool to connect with people from different cultures. I've also had some weird experiences teaching on PREPLY. So one really weird experience is that like I had a racist student. Yeah. Let me know down below if you want to hear the story about that, because I can definitely tell you. I had a student one time ask me for my phone number at the end of a lesson, just because, to chat. Another student messaged me asking me if I could read them a short story of their choosing, and I was like, yeah, sure, it's fine. And then they told me that the site that they wanted to pick the story from was called Litrotica. Litrotica? The student wanted me to read them erotica. And I'll occasionally get like one of those students that will just send me their homework asking for me to help them with their homework without booking a trial lesson with me. And when I say, oh, I'm glad that you want to learn English, but for me to really help you with this more in depthly, I would like that you book a trial lesson with me, just encouraging them. And I would always get an answer like, just answer it. I need it. And sometimes I get some people that will write me a message in whatever language that they speak. One time I got a message completely in Chinese. I had no idea what it said, so I did not answer them. I would overall recommend PREPLY to you as another way to make some money on the side, especially now during the pandemic when money is a little bit tight and everyone's indoors and people are looking to learn a new language. So if you speak English or any other language and you feel comfortable talking to strangers on the internet, then I think PREPLY is the perfect site for you. Well, that's all I had for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you enjoyed watching me and you would like to see more of me in the future, please hit that subscribe button. Watch all my other videos. Also, feel free to comment down below with any questions you have about PREPLY, and I will answer them for you. And I will see you guys next time.